Hello everyone, my name is Kichigo and we're back with a new episode of Valkyria Chronicles. So last time we read through some new tabs, so we read through personnel and weaponry. So this time we're going to just go ahead and start off with the glossary. And hopefully these aren't too long. So the Principality of Gallia. Okay. Full of nature and rich in ragnite ore, Gallia borders the Empire to the east and the Federation on its western edge. This small Central European nation is a constitutional monarchy ruled by House Rodriguez, the hereditary sovereigns of Gallia. The first ruling ancestor of the house, revered as the legendary hero of the ancient war of the Valkyr, built a castle on the site of what is now the capital city Rodriguez, establishing it as the seat of Galilean rule. Despite its size of only 38,567 square kilometers and a population of just over 430,000, it boasts a rich and unique culture. The official currency is the ducat, and it is characterized by policies of armed neutrality and universal conscription. Gallia's history. The nation was formally born in the 3rd century when Castle Rodriguez was built and rule over surrounding areas began. When the Empire invaded Gallia at the turn of the 19th century, the king renounced his crown, instead ruling over an autonomous region within the Empire as Archduke. But as democratic movements swept Western Europa, the Archduke harnessed that energy in Gallia to push for freedom from the Empire, resulting in the War of Galilean Independence. Stretched thin between multiple fronts, the Empire was unable to maintain its hold, and the small nation rose as the independent Principality of Gallia, declaring neutrality and established a system of universal conscription. Gallia's topography. With the sea at its north and west and thick forests shielding it to the south, Gallia is naturally fortified against invasion, historically allowing it to repel even significantly larger foes. Hilly plains cover 60% of the nation's land, and its mountains contain a rich store of ragnite ore, a valuable source of energy. Large cities dot the flat lands to the north, while the rest is largely occupied by lush farmland. Gallia enjoys a temperate oceanic climate with little variation in rain levels throughout the year, and the soil is highly fertile. Because growing conditions for livestock and grain are equally favorable, Gallia practices a mixed form of agriculture. Burl. The small town lies on the imperial border at the eastern edge of Gallia. Windmills stand atop the crest of many of the region's rolling hills, but few are as large as the so-called sister mills built from an old castle tower in the heart of town. Because it radiates out from the mill, Burl is also known as Miller's Home. The town supposedly began as a hideout for royal guard soldiers who'd revolted against the king. Perhaps in echo of that, this town of just under 8,000 nonetheless has an active town watch, and Burlers are famed for taking pride in guarding their homes themselves. Exports include dairy and bread made from locally grown wheat. The capital city of Rodriguez. The capital of Gallia since its days as a monarchy, this ancient city has the longest history of any in Europa. The city takes its name from the ancient war hero who founded it and began rule over the surrounding area, the ancestor of today's House Rodriguez. Surrounded by castle walls stretching 1 kilometer in diameter, this entire city stands as a citadel and contains the seat of Gallia's politics, economy, and culture. Castle Rodriguez, home to the Archduke, marks the iconic heart of the capital. Its single magnificent tower has been likened to a unicorn's horn, giving rise to the national crest that bears the likeness of the mythical beast. Military headquarters. The Galilean Army's central base stands amid a wooded area at the outskirts of the capital, known informally as Fort Ametrian, in honor of General Ametrian, who was responsible for restructuring Gallia's military and establishing this facility during EW1. Within its walls lie the Army's command room, offices, training grounds, hangars for weapon storage and maintenance, and other military facilities. It also holds living quarters, a mess hall, infirmary, and a relaxation lounge for the soldiers themselves. Even R&D work on inventing new weaponry takes place in an on-base facility, with mechanics and engineers hard at work there around the clock. The Great Vassal Bridge. This massive iron drawbridge spans the Vassal River, which flows into Lake Grace near the walls of Castle Rodriguez. The bridge has its origins in the late medieval era, when it was built with two towers at either bank as part of a ring of defensive installations around the capital. A 19th century renovation saw it made into a retractable drawbridge with a unique accordion fold design that allowed it to be operated by extending and retracting a single pair of cables. The city of Vassal grew out from either side of the bridge, prosperous in its role as a transit gateway between the Galilean capital and the outside world due to its key position on both ground routes and a series of canals connecting it to the North Sea. Europa. As a resource-rich part of the largest land mass in the Northern Hemisphere, this land has inspired those with dreams of domination for millennia. In ancient times, the Valkyria managed to unite Europa during their rule, giving rise to a number of kingdoms. Subsequent divisions arose as influential leaders within each of the kingdoms chose to splinter off to form new nations, and it was not long before the first campaigns of conquest began. By the 1800s, the balance of power lay split between the East European Imperial Alliance and the Atlantic Federation, with the small nations and their shadows left to weather the waves caused by the clash of these two behemoths. East European Imperial Alliance. A conglomerate of nations united under the rule of East European Emperor, commonly referred to as the Empire. The Industrial Revolution that occurred with the Ragnite was discovered as a useful energy source, saw the nations of Eastern Europa, pioneers in machine technology, rise to power. Already tightly bound by a network of marriages amongst their royalty, these nations now joined hands in a formal international alliance. While not technically an autocracy, the Emperor enjoys limitless authority within the alliance. The empire retains customs and practices held over from medieval times, and its people are known to harbor conservative views, including a strong hatred for the Darscen race. EC, European calendar. This calendar, used across Europa, has at its origin the Valkyria conquest of the continent. For this reason, it is also known as the Valkyrian calendar. Each year, it counted in relation to the year the Darscen people were subdued and Europa was united as a continent. Years predating the unification are denoted as BC or before conquest. The First European War. Friction between Federation and Empire surrounding Ragnite resources escalated into a continent-wide war, EW1. The Industrial Revolution of the 18th century led to skyrocketing demand for Ragnite, putting Europa's twin giants into a race for resources. When the crown prince of the empire was assassinated at the start of the 20th century, tensions spiraled into all-out war. Though the imperial force employed a corps of newly developed tanks, hostilities soon became bogged down in fruitless trench warfare, and the two exhausted powers ultimately signed a ceasefire agreement. During the war, Gallia's military, led by General Belgian Gunther's tank corps, foiled an imperial invasion attempt. The Second European War. Beginning as the imperial incursion into Federation land, EW2 quickly engulfed the entire continent in what became the largest-scale war in Europa's history. Though EW1 ended in a stalemate, both powers have spent the intervening years stockpiling arms and preparing for the inevitable return to hostilities. After a short 20-year pause, the Empire began the invasion anew, taking 3 of the Federation's border republics in quick succession. The Federation responded with a formal declaration of war. It wasn't long before the forces of both superpowers began to spill across the borders of other neighboring nations. Soon, all of Europa was caught up in a war that dwarfed all those in memory. Universal conscription. One of Gallia's national precepts states that all citizens are eligible to be drafted into service in times of war. Enacted as a way to enforce the position of armed neutrality adopted after Gallia won its independence, the law prescribes a 3-stage draft according to need, and applies to men and women alike. Schools of each level offer mandatory military education, and all citizens are required to graduate from middle school, meaning all Galileans have basic training and combat skills. Universities double as officer training schools, and graduates are eligible for the rank of lieutenant upon enlistment. The Galilean Army. A standing self-defense force serves to uphold Gallia's position of neutrality. As every citizen receives basic military training, most of Gallia is also guarded by independent watch groups, and defensive preparations are made on a town, neighborhood, and household level. In times of peace, Gallia's army is made up of 80,000 ground units, 10,000 marine units, and 2,000 military police units, in addition to the autonomous town watches found across the nation. When at war, a militia is drafted from the civilian public and assembled under that standing force called the Galilean Army. Officers from the Galilean Army are assigned to lead militia regiments and battalions as necessary. Galilean National Arsenal. As the nation's only arms manufacturer, the National Arsenal both develops and constructs all of Gallia's weapons. Seeing the production of arms as a part of national defense, leaders elected to end weapons importation and founded a new domestic arsenal during EW1. This also helped keep weapons technology and plans from leaking to foes. Professor Thamer, creator of the tank that war hero General Gunther operated, was a major player in the arsenal's initial staff, matched only by Bernard Brandel in skill. Brandel, who rose to lead the arsenal, is said to have amassed his considerable knowledge through close friendships with a number of talented Darscens engineers. Tanks. At the turn of the 20th century, a time when trench combat was the primary form of warfare, these armored vehicles were created to break across defensive lines. Their design employs a Ragnaline fuel combustion engine in which energy is harnessed from the explosive ignition of liquid ragnite. Byproducts include a distinctive blue light and extreme heat, requiring the addition of a radiator at the tank's rear to prevent overheating. Originally used to cross trenches and as foot soldier support, economic and technological advances have seen tanks grow to fill a number of combat roles. After the Empire employed highly mobile attack tanks in EW1, all of Europa began to develop new vehicles, leading to the diverse array of models seen today. Ragnite. As Europa's primary energy source, this ore has become vital to daily existence. Its luminescence, a characteristic blue hue, when releasing the energy it contains. Mined primarily in mountainous regions, the raw ore is then refined for use in any number of applications. Though the ore's existence was known in ancient times, it was not until the Valkyria brought their refinery technology to Europa that its use began. Since the Industrial Revolution, it has become a vital ingredient to human civilization. A surging need for tank fuel and weaponry derived from the ore has recently driven Europa's nations to expand their borders into a growing war for resources. Uses of Ragnite. Depending on the refinery methods used, Ragnite ore can produce various forms of energy suited to a spectrum of needs. Refined into liquid Ragnaline, it can fuel lamps or power vehicles, granting it a broad range of civilian uses. Its military applications include tank fuel and an incendiary agent in flamethrowers, the explosive payload in hand grenades, and countless others. Medical scientists recently learned that the ore also acts as a painkiller, developing a controlled disinfectant and restorative agent known as Ragnade. New properties and applications for the ore can continue to be discovered daily, and few doubt that this resource will only continue to grow in use and value. Lion's Paw, a perennial plant found across Gallia, near and dear to the hearts of many as a sort of informal symbol of the nation. Distinguishing characteristics include small, white, star-shaped flowers and seed tufts often carried off by the wind like tiny snowflakes. Its leaves spread close to the ground surface in clusters, with stalks bearing the plant's flowers at their center. As an exceptionally hardy plant, they are known to thrive even under adverse conditions, weathering times of extreme hardship to bloom again the next year. Alright, so tab select, we're gonna go to, headquarters. And I'm gonna go to, more stuff to read. Castle Front.
Hey, Lieutenant! Off duty today?
You can say that.
Your timing's perfect. There's something I want to show you. Won't take but a minute. Come on. Ta-da! It's the writing on the wall, written and published by yours truly.
No, seriously, I think she's that technical princess from Shira.
Why do this when I already have a radio news gig, you say?
I didn't ask that.
Sure, I could leave it up to the print news guys, but they're all lapdogs. The government censors everything. And not just a little cut here and there. In some cases, they'll bend the harsh truth into candy-sweet propaganda. I'm so sick of it. I want to give my readers the truth. That includes the bad stuff, too.
The truth! I deserve the truth.
So, this is my brilliant plan. The writing on the wall. Some things are only possible in out-of-the-way spots like this, out of sight from those government goons. I'll keep this space filled with up-to-date, absolutely factual info. No censorship. And your exploits will feature heavily, I'm sure. So yeah, come by and have a read sometime.
Okay, something else that we'll have to read. Signs of Galilean resistance. In the interview given on the 8th, a spokesman for the Central Galilean Armed Forces suggested a massive anti-imperial counter-strike brewing. Should this come to pass, all eyes will be on how a force that has thus far specialized in retreat can stem the imperial incursion that claimed most of Gallia by last month's end and now stands before the gates of Arges. It seems the militia will join the army proper on this bid to free the capital from a siege, a fear that has persisted for weeks now. Some suggest that this move is due to the army's desire to conserve its own manpower for combat within the city's walls, a very real possibility should this plan fail. Flames of war sweep Europa. The Empire owned run Terry's news outlet reported on the 6th that Imperial forces have claimed the coastal Federation city of Valua. If true, the Empire would now hold a supply route for Ragnite transit, greatly influencing their standing in southern Europa. Unlike the northern provinces, Europa's south lacks for Ragnite, meaning that supplies must be shipped in from elsewhere to sustain the Empire's offensive. The Empire's hold on Europa's southern coast means expansion of the conflict to all areas of the continent is more likely now than ever before. The Federation has yet to issue a statement regarding the Empire's alleged seizure of Valua at this time.
And while you're here, I want to put a book out someday, right? To put the truth in the hands of the people. But I'm just a radio news grunt, you know? I'll be paying for everything out of my own pocket. So, I figured I'd ask you. Think you could find it in your wallet's heart to help a girl get started?
No.
I'd make it worth your while. You guys could feature in the book I write. I still haven't decided what all I want to put in it, but I promise it'll be all about you. See this fat stack of notes? Got a ton of material already. So how about it? Call it an investment in the future rising star of authordom. Please.
I'm gonna spend my money on upgrades first. No.
I plan on putting out new editions periodically, so drop by to check it out often. Especially after you've made some headlines on the battlefield. That's the perfect time to strike. I'm counting on you out there, Welkin. You need to keep me supplied with exciting material.
I'll do that after I do upgrades. War Cemetery. Visit the resting place of those who have fallen in battle.
Paying your respects. Sorry, I suppose that was a foolish question.
Yeah.
Actually, no, sir. I'm not here visiting anyone in particular.
I mean, like, you can still be paying your respects to all that are there.
Oh, then might I ask what brings you to a place like this?
I find it sobering, standing here in front of all those who died in the last war. That and seeing this much death reminds me that humans are just another part of nature.
Don't suppose I've ever heard that before. Judging from your clothes, you're militia.
Yes, sir. Lieutenant Welkin Gunther. I'm in charge of Squad 7, Regiment 3.
Gunther. I see. Squad leader. Very impressive for a young man.
Not at all, sir. I'm still woefully inexperienced. One wrong order from me and my squad could wind up here. It's a huge responsibility.
Yes, it is. Quite stressful as well.
Lives. Here, let me teach you a special order.
Ooh, I get a special order?
An order, sir? I'm sorry. Who did you say you were?
Are you like an old sergeant from the last war or something?
Just a leftover from the last war. I'm afraid my orders require some experience, though. I can't in good faith teach them to those who lack the maturity to use them properly.
Well, I might have the maturity to use them properly. It's just that I might forget to use them.
Now, let's see. I'll teach you healing request today.
Ooh. Do I have some healers in the party?
Use it to request a medic to heal a single allied unit's wounds.
That would be nice.
Well, what is your decision?
I'll take it. It will cost 6,500 ESP in order to learn healing request. As to be taught healing request, well, I don't have 6,000. I only have 4,000. What if I say yes? Will he say, like, you don't have enough experience? Right.
I see. I suppose it was too soon for you. I hope we'll meet again. Should you wish, you can likely find me here.
Okay, so let's go back to the castle front.
Hey! Oh, I couldn't help but So,
Yes, I go ahead and do it.
thanks a million.
You're welcome.
Come back and see the writing on the wall again soon. I'll be waiting for you.
Alright, so let's go to the R&D facility.
Welkin, bro!
Okay, so I can't do these yet. But I should be able to get the air device done. Okay, so we got these. Additional armor might be good. And I got these already. Bulletproof visor. I think I will want more armor.
Here you go, bro. All done.
Royal Road Steel. That's a lot. Additional armor.
Whew, it's done.
I don't know what bulletproof visor.
Whew, it's done. This one's...
So now I have 2100 base HP. I'll probably go ahead and get this, and then I will save the rest of my money for later. Yeah.
Come back again.
So let's see. I do want to finish up.
Welcome to your train up.
I do want to finish up these last two at least.
Bite the bullet. Good work, Mac. Okay, you've earned clearance for a new order. Put it to good use out there.
Oh, we got a new order anyway. Ooh, you'll learn defense boost. This order raises one ally's defense. Okay. And
Come back any.
okay, I'm gonna save the rest for later. New episode has been added. A new report has been added. The personal tab has been updated. Really? You know, I just read a lot. I'll come back to those. Anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and do Chapter 4, Operation Cloudburst, Internal Strife. Someone's gonna find out she's a Darscen, and they're not gonna like that.
Squad 7's suppression of the enemy camp on the west bank gave us the foothold we needed. Now we'll join the Army's Vassal battalion in Operation Cloudburst to take back the bridge. Militia forces will take the point, crossing the bridge, and attacking the eastern camp.
Captain, crossing that bridge means breaching the enemy bridgehead. What sort of on-site backup and supplies can we expect from the Army on this?
The plan calls for the Army to commence its operation after we've struck the bridgehead.
Wait a minute. So we're just being offered up on a platter?
I know how you feel. I felt that way when I was a militia foot soldier too. But sometimes being a soldier means taking on tough missions, even dangerous ones.
Understood, Captain.
I'm not saying you're wrong, Faldio. Breaching that bridgehead by ourselves it's going to be tough.
How tough?
Captain Virat, may I go observe the area around the bridge?
Yes, we should do that.
Observe it? I don't mind, but what do you...
Welkin!
Yes.
Sergeant Melchiot, what is it?
Oh, sorry to interrupt the meeting.
We're finished, it's fine. Now, I assume there's a reason for your visit?
Are we being attacked?
Yes, Captain. Welkin, I mean, Lieutenant Gunther, the squad, they're at each other's throats.
Because someone found out that the little sister is a Darscen.
What?
Please stop them, sir. I tried to, but I couldn't.
I'll just
You
slap
want me
them.
to break it up?
I mean, like, I will use my words to stop them.
I don't know. Maybe it'd be better to just let him have it out.
Let them have it out? You can't just ignore them.
I'm not ignoring them. I think it's important that they say what they're thinking. Butting heads over differing opinions can be one way to bring people closer together.
Sometimes.
Well, but that may be, but I still... Look, you can't just sit here while your squad's tearing itself apart. It's not right. Now get a move on, sir.
Like, get a move on. I mean, sir, get a move on.
Hey, Alicia?
Sounds like he's got his hands full.
It's all part of growing as a team.
Yeah, we all know Squad 7 had to grow up as a team. Yeah. A new episode has been added. Welkin's Boast. That hair, those eyes. You're Darscen, aren't you?
Hold on! Okay, what's going on here?
You really have to ask, Lieutenant? It's either her or me, pal. Who let her in anyway? You really think I'm gonna work with a dark hair? She'll blow us all up. Besides, I can't stand the stink of her! Her type's got a bad reputation and everybody knows it. No Darscens allowed. You hear me?
Oh yes, I've heard everything you have to say. But I'm still a human being the same as you. Besides, no evidence exists to substantiate what you call the Darscen calamity. It's a myth.
Excuse me? So what, you're calling me stupid now?
Stop it, that's enough!
Not saying you're stupid. I'm just
Okay,
saying that you're
boss man.
incorrect.
We won't fight alongside no Darscen. What about that can't you understand?
Well, I'll just pick different people.
Another thing we ain't doing is taking orders from some hotshot greenhorn.
I'm not a hot shot. Way less than
Alright,
that.
fine. Now listen and listen good. I'll have that bridge back in Gallia's hands in 48 hours. Now if my
Slap in
plan
the face
fails,
with
which
my
I doubt,
words.
then I'll resign. And Squad 7 will be all yours, Largo. But if my plan works, you'll take my orders and like it.
Slap in the face.
Your funeral, boss man. You sure about this?
Yes, I am.
Am I gonna be timed?
But wait a sec. Welkin?
No one messed with my little sister and gets away with it. New episode has been added. About sub-episodes. Some episodes listed in book mode are marked with an asterisk. These are sub-episodes, often telling a side story tangential to the main plot. For that reason, it is not necessary to view them in order to advance in the game. Though there is no penalty for skipping sub-episodes, they often offer a different perspective on the events unfolding in the story you won't find elsewhere. I will watch all the episodes. The plan.
Welkin?
What's up?
What's up? You just made an insane promise, that's what's up. I'm sorry, Welks. I shouldn't have argued. This is all my fault.
It's nobody's fault, Ys. It's a war. We're all on edge here. And this mission certainly isn't helping. It's little wonder the troops are upset.
Yeah?
That's why pulling this operation off is the perfect way to bring the squad together.
That'd be great if it works. But how can you possibly hope to take back the bridge in just 48 hours?
Well, that's the hard part. Aha!
Huh? Aha, what?
I was hoping, but there they are. Isara, Alicia, think you can do me a favor?
Sure, what is it?
You follow me?
But that's... Is that even possible?
Well, Ys, think you could make it by tomorrow?
Yes, I'll get to work on it now.
Are we gonna, like, float down the river and something?
All right. I'll trust you on this.
Thanks, Alicia. Well, let's get started.
The crossing.
All right, let's hear this brilliant plan. And it's too late to back out, boss man. You got that? So let's hear it.
We're going to strike the enemy encampment on the east bank.
Whoa, hold it. You're asking us to die for you?
No.
One squad ain't breaching that bridgehead, buddy boy. That would be suicide.
We're not taking on the bridgehead. We're taking on this, the river.
We're taking on the river.
We'll use the fog as cover as we cross the river, then launch a surprise attack.
Oh, come on. Is this just some game to you, Boyle? Swimming a couple of foot soldiers over there ain't gonna do much if we got no tanks.
Don't worry, I've got that covered. Isara?
I fitted the Edelweiss with water-resistant measures to allow for submersion. It will only hold for a few minutes, but it should be enough to cross.
Hold on just a sec. Ships come through here. It's gotta be too deep for a tank.
We're covered. Look, see that over there?
Nope.
What's that? Grass?
You mean the dock? Oh.
Missile reed, a tall aquatic plant found in the estuaries of some rivers. I noticed them when I came down to observe the river. This stretch runs shallow.
Of course, he would know that.
Shallow enough for a tank to drive across. Trust me on this.
Trust him. He knows his stuff.
First, the Edelweiss will cross over and clear out any Imperial patrols on the shore. Then Lieutenant Gunther will send up a flare, signaling the rest of us to follow by boat.
Right. Now let's get started. I'll see you on the other side.
Let's go.
There's something. Yeah,
No.
I do.
You don't hear anything.
What is it? Beats me.
It's a water monster. I mean, like, yeah, there was like 2 guys there, but did you make sure that they're not gonna get up? What if someone else saw that flare? New episode has been added. Alright, so this is going to be a fight. I wonder, do we have any new people? Nope, doesn't look like it. But I am gonna save here, so I won't have to do all of that again. Oops. Because I did a lot of reading. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this battle started.
Let me brief you on Operation Cloudburst. We'll be working with the Vassal Defense Battalion.
The enemy is stationed around the east end of the bridge. You have a powerful pair of advantages going for you now. 1, you're behind them. 2, they don't know you're there. Strike them hard and fast to make best use of that edge. Your objective is to occupy the enemy's base camp, located at the mouth of the bridge. It's possible the enemy will detect your approach as time goes by. Once they do, count on them calling for backup. Get to that camp fast if you want this to end pretty, Lieutenant. Many enemy tanks are stationed in the area, but some still have their engines shut down, meaning they won't attack you. Any inactive tanks whose radiators aren't glowing and whose cannons aren't in position can be ignored completely. Got it. Also, it looks like they've got tanks of extra arachnite fuel sitting around throughout the area. A gunshot should be able to detonate those and hopefully take out any nearby tanks or foot soldiers with it. So victory, the enemy base camp is captured, failure, 10 turns pass, Welkin dies, the enemy occupies Gallia's base camp, all allied soldiers and reserves are killed. So let's see, let's go ahead and position some units. So there are some tanks, so I really do like Jane. And then Largo. Oops. Sorry. Let's see, Alicia. Should I bring a sniper? I think I'm gonna go with that.
Operation Cloudburst is set to begin. I know you can all make this work.
I hope I can make it work.
Take down the bridgehead as quickly as possible. Squad 7, move out!
Why do I have to say it so loudly?
All right, that's everyone. Ready to move out, squad?
You're crazy. You know that, right?
Nope.
Incoming message from Squad 1 leader Faldio Landsit on the West Bank, sir. Enemy company in motion, presumed headed east across the bridge toward our position.
A full company? That's bad news for us.
We'll have to move fast. We're taking that camp before the cavalry rolls in.
Okay. And that's why it only gives us 10 moves.
Closely. This information could save your life.
About potentials. Every unit possesses a set of innate abilities known as potentials, awakened in combat under special set conditions, such as remaining HP, terrain type, the current turn number, and other factors. Squad 7 is made up of a broad variety of individuals, each with their own strengths and shortcomings to keep in mind. Okay, so we have to pass through here, and the enemy camp that we have to get through is straight up there. There's a tank here. There's a camp here. Well, there's also a camp here. So maybe we should take this camp over here. Because I don't... Like, we will have to go that way and then go up. Because this part is blocked. So...
I'm ready to go.
I'm gonna take her. So that way I can make sure that there are no... Right, these things.
Try to hurry. We're short on time.
Found us one.
Try to keep that front line strong.
Engaging the enemy.
Ooh.
Now strike the enemy's camp.
Get ready to die, imps.
Rest easy. I'm on it.
How about this?
Oh my gosh, really?
Get ready to die, imps.
Why can't I shoot that?
Die, die, die!
Use the back alleys.
I'm ready to go.
There ain't weak spots in their defenses.
shield.
Let's do this thing.
Man down. Everybody be careful.
My turn, okay?
Hit that camp hard.
Enemy sighted!
There's no time to waste.
Can I get it from here?
Damn it, they're pushing us back.
Please hit!
Uh-oh. Bad things are gonna happen.
Entering combat. Now!
Oh my gosh.
Been waiting here.
There's no time to waste.
Maybe I just need to wait until they get here.
Just try to stop me. Fresh meat, though.
Okay, so that was a leader.
Next.
Enemy unit neutralized. So much for my dancing career.
Go, 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 go!
Damn!
Go, go!
Here we go. Hostile sighted. Fire!
Try not to leave it.
Give me 1 second. Yeah, give me 1 second here. Okay, so
Engaging the enemy.
don't touch me.
Man down.
Don't you worry. I'll take care of it.
Frisia, don't leave me.
Oh my god. Rat-tat-tat-tat-tat. Rat-tat.
Get ready to die, imps.
Make use of the building.
I didn't.
Die, die, die!
End phase. Ow! Ooh, there's a sniper there. Ow. Woo!
Under fire.
Dude. About retreating. At allied camps, you can substitute out currently deployed units for soldiers waiting in the reserves. To send a unit to the reserves, move them to a camp and press enter once the retreat command appears on screen. Units returned to the reserves will have both HP and ammo fully restored and can be redeployed in a later phase. To deploy a unit from the reserves, select a camp in command mode to see a list of available reserve units to select from. This costs 1 CP and the number of units you can call out from reserve is limited to 8 at a time, so choose carefully.
Entering combat.
Dude. Yeah, I can go ahead and just get rid of him, so bye. What's the map? Can I actually go that way or do... So maybe I should lead...
I see an enemy.
Oh, didn't want to do that. That is a tank. Okay, so there's a tank there. Yeah, this dude. Not, well, that dude. But I need to get rid of. Ooh. 16 to kill. Wait, where's the sniper?
buildings for cover.
Yeah, I know that.
Keep an eye on your equipment.
Let's do this thing.
Make use of the watchtowers. My turn, okay?
There's no time to waste. Front lines, return fire.
Engaging the enemy.
Keep your cool. Just relax and get it done. We're sending units out to both sides.
What's all that noise? Has something happened?
No.
Emergency wire from Alpha Camp, sir. Under attack. Request reinforcements. What? How did Galleon get across? Ah, don't wake the men up! Get out there now!
About reinforcements. Similarly, the enemy can call for backup via their own camps. The only way to stop this from happening is to occupy their camps as quickly as possible. Requesting reinforcements. Ow. Galilean G. Okay.
Here we go! Hostile sighting! Entering combat! Hostile sighting!
Please try to hurt.
Now!
Oh my gosh, really?
Rest easy. I'm on it.
Bye.
Try to take care of them quickly. My turn, okay?
Use the watchtowers.
Enemy unit spotted! Yeah!
Can you die?
Use the back alley.
Been waiting here.
Is there anywhere you can hide there?
Entering combat. Hostile sighted.
What's your situation?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to redo this.
Underminer fire. Here we go. Fire!
Man down. Everybody be careful.
Been waiting here.
Try to act as soon as you spot a target.
She's like, you guys left me all the way back here.
Here we go! Enemy sighted! Enemy sighted!
Use the back alley. Try to take care of them quickly.
Oh my, dude, stop, stop.
Been waiting here. I just ain't feeling it here. You're done! All right!
Just keep up this pace. You're doing great. Keep...
You trying to kill me?
I'm on it.
Hit that camp hard! Let's win this one, Rox.
Here I come.
Leave the back up to me.
Is it that guy or is this guy? I can't even see. Uh-oh. Well, at least I'll be starting over.
Sorry.
Yeah, I think, like maybe... Okay, I am back. This is probably going to be a long episode, but at least I know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go straight and...
Take down the bridgehead as quickly as possible.
I'm going to bring...
Move out.
3 Lancers. I just forget about the sniper. Oh no, it starts from the... Okay, hold on.
Leave the back up to me.
My turn, okay?
Why wasn't I...
Ready yourselves for the next attack.
Enemy units
It's a miss. Fall back now.
Engaging the enemy.
Please hold out just a little longer.
Take this.
Nice work.
Just watch this. Your Joker's still all right?
Use the watchtowers.
Okay. Enemy sighted.
Show them what Galleon's no...
Here we go.
Use the rubble for cover as you advance.
Underminer fire.
Ow.
Here we go.
Ooh.
Don't give them an opportunity to attack.
Hostile sighted.
Been waiting here.
Rest easy. I'm on it. Enemy sighted. Hostile unit found. I'm just warming up.
Just watch this. You're done! All right!
Man down.
Engaging the enemy. How about this? I'm just warming up.
Who are these guys? Damn it, they took the camp.
Get ready to die, imps.
Let's do this thing.
Didn't it say that I could trade out?
Medic.
I'm ready to go.
Keep an eye on the distance between you and them.
Entering combat. Hostile sighted. Hostile sighted. Hostile sighted. Enemy sighted.
Multiple enemy tanks sighted.
Minor damage sustained. Here we go. Entering combat.
Man down. Everybody be careful.
Hostile sighted.
Do all you can to minimize casualties. Moving out.
Use the back alleys.
Roger. Make use of the watchtowers.
Just try to stop me.
Entering combat.
Use the rubble for cover as you advance.
Oh, come on now.
What's all that? Emergent? What?
Uh-oh.
Minor damage sustained. Entering combat.
Oh my gosh. GG's.
Okay.
Who's...
Get ready to die, imps.
Sorry.
Next.
Ardenstein! Take them out, one at a time.
Let's do this thing.
Multiple Imperial tanks sighted.
Make use of... I'll survive.
If I die or lose again, I'm just going to call it because I've been recording for a while. And I'm in the open, so...
Minor damage sustained.
Uh-oh. Why are you going...
Under minor fire.
You have your butt to us. I don't understand that.
Don't fail me now.
Oh my gosh. 4 kills.
Major damage sustained.
Oh my gosh, guys. Oh my gosh.
Fire!
Roger.
Oh.
One hit.
Get ready to die, imps.
How you shooting me through? How were they shooting me through my own tank? Oh. She got shot instead. That's great.
Medic! Please stay strong.
I think that's the only death so far.
Come on, lady, get him out of here. I can see you.
Moving out.
Oh! Go over it. Ooh. Go 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 go. Whew. It's like go 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 go.
Nice work.
Just take it.
We've occupied the enemy encampment at the bridge's end.
Drawbridge control room secured, Welks.
Excellent. Open it up, East. Let's see how their tanks like the river.
Yes, sir. Ragnite turbines on. Stand by to raise drawbridge.
I still gotta see. $9,100 ESP and 10,000 monies. Not bad. I could have done better, but just take a like. A sniper is good, but I think I might need a when they're actually in handy, which when I go through a load the first time, can't really say if a sniper will actually work or not. But we got it eventually. Took a few things. New episode has been added. The weaponry tab has been updated. Let's go to headquarters. And I need to see, yeah, we got 12,000, so I should be able to buy that thing, and then we'll have at least 6,000 left.
Hello again, son.
Hello. I can now afford things.
I'll teach you healing request today.
Yes, thank you.
Use it to request a medic to heal a single allied unit's wounds. Well, what is your decision?
Yes, please.
Very good. I hope my orders can assist you in saving the nation.
I hope so too, if I remember it.
I hope we'll meet again. Should you wish, you can likely find me here.
Okay, and I think I'll do the rest of the stuff tomorrow, or well, not tomorrow, but the next time I record, to read the updated information and to use the rest of my ESP and my monies for upgrades. But I am gonna call it for right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and save. So if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do. Enjoy the rest of your day or your night. And this is Kijiko signing out. Goodbye, everyone.